My voice is audible to everyone? My voice is
Yes,
coming, right? Okay. Okay, so we can start the session now. So it is about luminescent screen, and I think for the old students, I have already discussed what exactly is luminescent screen, right? So please tell me what is luminescent screen.
They can store energy and they release the energy and they are acted upon by light.
So basically, the X-ray photons. What exactly X-ray photons are doing? They are making up the radiographic image, right? So after getting what say these photons after what say colliding with the detector, what will happen? And we are not talking about the DR now. Now we will talk about the conventional mode. So what exactly will happen, Ananjay, once it strikes the screen?
And conventional, they
Dark room, dark room.
bromide ions will excite bromide electrons,
Yes.
and
After
this
that,
will accumulate in a sensitivity spec,
yes.
like
In
a
White
pixel.
House book, have you found that book yet?
Now,
Anything? White House? No one. I told you the name. Now you should have searched it out.
I have searched Arial also, but no PDF or anything for that.
PDF is not there. That book is very good for these chapters, and darkroom will be a majority for portion for this CRE every time because that is the basics, na. That's why we can think about it. Actually, I had that book, but that book was of some a permanent staff of M. Soneshwar, and now I left, so that book is there only. It's okay, we'll see. So this information is converted into a visual image by one or two methods, they are saying. So whatever information we are getting, it is we are getting that because of what concept? We have already discussed that in one chapter. Can you please tell me why exactly the information is coming in the radiographic image?
different perception of it.
Differential attenuation coefficient. That's what you are saying, right, Harsha?
I
Yes, ma'am. So bone will have different, and soft tissue will have different, and air will have different, and the fluid, which is similar to the soft tissue. Soft tissue and attenuation of fluid is almost similar. So because of differential attenuation coefficient, you are getting that information, and that information is getting recorded on the image. If we are going towards conventional mode, so there will be photographic emulsion, so that emulsion will get exposed via the photons. You are understanding, Sony?
yes, ma'am.
Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that photographic emulsion is a kind of a layer which is spread on that film, or you can say that base. We will exactly understand the uh, what say makeup of that film, but right now just imagine that there is a base on which there is a layer of emulsion which is placed uh, in place of the detector. That now we are used to use this detector now, in place of that emulsion was placed, and just in front of that emulsion there is a body, human body, on which we will expose via the X-ray tube, and that information will come out of the patient body and collide with the emulsion. After that, there will be differential, because of that differential attenuation coefficient, there will be some information on that photographic emulsion, right? Now everything understood? Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
So then what will happen? This energy which is coming from the X-ray will be converted into radiation in the visible light spectrum, and that only we will be able to see with the help of our eyes, right? Now next topic is sensitivity of the film. What do you know about sensitivity of the film? What is sensitivity of the film? Think about it.
speed of the screen to convert X-rays to light fast.
So how sensitive it is? Uh, you are giving the X-ray and it is converting that into information. So how exactly it is? How fast it is going? So there will be a fast screen, there will be slow screen, there will be moderate screen, like that. No, these kind of films will be there, and there will be direct exposure, there will be indirect exposure. Understand, na? How fast it will convert your radiation into the information. That will show you exactly how different it is from the ideal human anatomy. For example, you are having some tumor, or maybe you are having some stone, and that will be visible in that radiograph, right? That will be visible on that radiograph. So that is basically because of differential attenuation coefficient. And for example, suppose if we want to see it very fast, so we will use fast wala. Then if we want it that no, it is okay, why to spend more money on the fast screen? The institution policy is requiring us to buy what say less expensive films, then we'll go for low sensitive, like that. So all the radiographic film examinations will require radiographic image be converted into light, and that light, that conversion is only because of what? That conversion is only because of what?
The intensifying screen.
So that is what luminescent screen is, what exactly?
Photogen level phosphor.
Come again? Didn't get you actually.
Photogen level phosphor.
So I'll give you radiation and then you will give me what?
Light.
Light. So I will give you radiation and Harsha will give me light, right? So what is she? I am giving you. If I am giving you radiation, you are giving me light, then you are what?
Luminescent screen.
Luminescent screen. Got it, Sony and Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am. Light.
Sony, you? Huh. Okay, now the topic is fluorescence. So you tell me what exactly is a fluorescence?
The light is emitted within 10 raised to 8 seconds. It will cause fluorescence.
Okay. So the same way Ananja explained, I'll try to explain it in a similar way. Luminescence. Luminescence is a very beautiful word and very common word in radiography. So it basically means what? Emission of light by any substance. And that emission of light will be because of something. Because of something. And that something is what? That something can be light, that something can be chemical reaction, that something can be ionizing radiation as well. So, what kind of luminescence do you want will be based on your need. For example, if we are using it in radio diagnosis, then obviously what do we have? We have ionizing radiation, right? We are not working on chemical reactions. We are not working on light, right? But in other experimental PhD studies, we may use light, we may use chemical reactions, right? But here, what we are exactly using, we are using ionizing radiation because PhD is not our part right now. Understood? So fluorescence is basically nothing very special, but it's just applied to that form of luminescence produced when light is emitted instantaneously. Again, why it should be instantaneous, Harsha? Why it should be instantaneous? What is raining now? Oh. Yes, sure. Yes, you are traveling, right, to Bihar. You are attending.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to Bihar. You are supposed to be in the counseling on 23rd, right?
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, congratulations for your first government job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please meet me. You're coming to Patna only, right? If you find some time, meet me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. The term, and if any case, in case of any, any help, please call me directly. No issue. The term fluorescence, it will be applied to what? Luminescence. What is luminescence, Yash? What is luminescence?
Ma'am, the objects which emit light are called luminescent objects.
And
They,
that emission may be because of various factors like.
uh, ma'am, like phosphor materials, chemical reactions.
Hmm. So if it is very instantaneous, that is within 10 power minus 8 seconds, then it will be fluorescence. And if it is delayed, that more than 10 power minus 8 seconds, then it will be called as phosphorescence. So just one question you write down. What is the difference between fluorescence and phosphorescence? It is a question which was already asked previously in previous CRE. And one more thing, I think two times, approx 30 to 35 questions I have sent, and only few of you have sent me the explanation, including Harsha, including Anushri, and including Ananjay also. But rest of you have not completed. And Harsha and whoever has sent me, uh, you guys are not explaining every option properly, so that is a lag actually. Please work on that. So even one question you have left, because every option, if you are doing, suppose you are solving just 30 questions and you are solving every option, then obviously 30 times 4, how much it will be, na? So that's how you should increase your, what say, number of questions also, and explanations also. For example, some of the options you will not understand, so you will go through the book and you will find out that topic, and then you will study. So that work will be visible, it will be visible in front of your eyes in the when you'll sit for the CRE exam. So please work on that. Done with the question, please write that answer in your own language. Once you're done, let me know. In your own language you should write. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next topic is fluorescence. So most of the radiology departments will be following this fluorescence only, right? So what exactly is a fluorescence according to you? So radio diagnosis department means what? Means X-ray. So you have to use a material that is inorganic, called as phosphorus. So that will be emitted by the radiation. After taking information of the patient, it will emit. It will what say expose the crystals. So that is fluorescence. So this question also you write down. What is fluorescence? Write down the answer also in your own language.
Done, ma'am.
So the crystals is also called phosphorus. Just write down one word. Fluorescence equals to inorganic compounds equals to phosphorus. Example equals to example calcium tungstate equals to second example zinc cadmium sulfide. In the same line you just put it, and this line you have to paste it somewhere on your wall. You have to paste it today, just during the class also you can, and after the class also, because this is a line which is very easily you can forget very easily. Suppose whole day you haven't studied, okay, and at the end of the day you feel like I haven't studied anything. So you just open your book and you see 2 pages. You are studying. So one thing you should change. Suppose you have finished one para. So what you have to do is you have to take out maximal questions from that paragraph. Write it somewhere. Then that will be the what's the biggest thing you have done for your day towards getting ranked towards your CRE exam. So this is how you should change your mindset, that even if you don't study, do this way. At least you have gained something. Even one question will give you +4. So this is how you will succeed in a long run. Understood, na Harsha?
Yes, ma'am.
Done with writing? Shall I move?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the phosphor in fluorescence. What is photofluorographic screens? Tell me. What is photofluorographic screens? Write down this question. What is photofluorographic screens? Nobody knows what is photofluorographic screen.
Screen which show fluorescence when exposed to light.
Anyone else? Is it also called fluoroscopic screen?
Is it viewed using the goggles?
Hmm. So it will convert the X-ray energy into visible light. Basically the same thing, zinc cadmium sulfide coated on a base. Basically, once you expose it with the radiation, it will convert it into visible light, and that further will be converted into an image with the help of this data. Na? Please write in your own language. And own language means your own mother tongue also, because that will be in your brain. That line you have wrote now, this equals to this example equals to second example. In the second line, just write down recent phosphor equals to cesium iodide. Equals to second example, barium strontium sulfate, yttrium, rare earth gadolinium and lanthanum. Write down and just paste these two lines on some wall or somewhere. Done? Please paste it on the wall, okay, somewhere, because these are the two lines in the whole syllabus that you will forget very fast, and they'll confuse you while giving them. Four options will be there, and all four options will be similar, so you'll get in confused very easily. And this is a question, if you memorize this answer, you will be getting plus 400%. There will be few parts of your syllabus that will be very tough to memorize, but once you are done with memorizing, it will be easiest for you to gain plus 4 very easily within 2 to 3 seconds. So that you have to strategize properly. How many of you have not completed the questions what I gave in the last 2 days, 3 days, including Sony? How many of you have not done? Ananji, you have not completed the second part of the question, na? First part you have completed. Second part you have completed?
That MCQ book, right?
Yes, MCQ.
That I have completed, ma'am. But
Both
I had some questions.
the doubts only, na? Doubts will be solved. No issues. Tomorrow is Sunday, na? So two class. Apart from that, one extra doubt session I will conduct like on the WhatsApp. Apart from the two sessions today and two sessions tomorrow. So that we'll be covering these 2 days gap also. Along with that, we had questions also. So win-win situation. How many of you are not? I think Abhishek also not completed, right? Right, Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am. Some questions are now.
So you are enjoying your life well, properly. Yes? Doing party and all?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Only duty 2 to 10 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
See, ultimately you have to solve question na in CRE. If you are lagging behind this, it will be a big mistake for you, right? Harsha is very hardworking. And where is Amal? Amal is nowhere existing. Not even for the question, not even for the class. I don't know what is happening to him. Since this Kerala exam has come, na, he's I don't know where. Earlier he was the most sincere student. I don't know what happened to him. Harsha, do you know where is he today?
Ma'am, he's here sometime before, but now I don't know.
This is how people get distracted, na? Like consistency will be the most important thing for any exam, and once it is lost, your seat is lost. Next is intensifying screens. So intensifying screens are what basically? What is an intensifying screen according to you? You're done with writing the last data what I asked. No? What is an intensifying screen? Write down in the form of question. What is an intensifying screen? Basically, a device which is used for the radiography to amplify the effect of X-ray on the film. So it is the same like that only, coated with phosphor material, that is calcium tungstate or any rare earth element that we have studied just now. It will convert the X-ray energy into visible light, which will then expose the film. So film will be there, but now intensifying screen is an add-on. So it will basically boost the image brightness and reduces the radiation dose to the patient also. So this will be the utmost important question that will be asked from this intensifying screen, that why exactly we are using it, just to decrease the X-ray dose to the patient. So just write down what is intensifying screen and answer it in your own language. Done with writing the answer? Harsha, Ananjay,
Yes, ma'am.
Abhishek, done?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we can use shorter exposure times also. What exactly is that shorter exposure time? Think about it. Tell me the answer. Think about it. Think about it. Fast.
Is it able to convert the X-rays into light photons
Few
faster?
light photons?
More
See,
light photons.
See the
Less radiation
Hmm.
needed to create the
Your
density.
voice is little blurry, Harsha. You're trying to explain me something properly, but can you please be near, come near the mic of your device?
When used with the intensifying screen, the radiation required to produce an optical intensity will be less.
Yes, right. So shorter exposure time basically it is because the screen convert the X-ray into visible. That is fine, which exposes the film further, but it will be more efficiently than X-rays alone. Here, this means less radiation is needed here, na? Less radiation is needed, and that will ultimately reduce the exposure time as well as the patient dose. So whenever you are going for intensifying screen, it is best for you because it will allow for shorter exposure time. Okay, now they are saying that the X-ray film which we will use with intensifying screen has to be both sided. Emulsion should be both sided. Why? Why both sided? Actually, they'll ask you one question based on this. That single-sided emulsion film can be used with intensifying screen. Is it right or wrong? Obviously wrong. Tell me, think about it. Think about it. You already know the answer. Double-sided emulsion will be there now because the intensifying screens are in both sides. This is how the construction will be in intensifying screen. So they will capture the light from both the sides because ultimately emulsion this intensifying screen principle has to boost the sensitivity. In the first line only we have studied. So the both the screens will emit light which ultimately expose the emulsion layers on both the sides of the film, and that will ultimately reduce the radiation dose that is needed for best image quality. Got it, Harsha, Ananjay, Abhishek? Got it? Yes? No?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Got it, na?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Only one side comes in contact with the X-rays, right?
Both sided, one sided will be coming in contact. That the X-ray will penetrate, na? That will also go on the back of the film, and ultimately it will, what say, there is a side effect of that also, but if I ignore that side effect because that is very minimal, some that will come on later, that side effect of that both sided emulsion film. But X-ray will penetrate also, na? They'll go on the intensifying screen, they'll emit light, and that light will again ultimately emit the film screen also. Think about it on your own. Give that time, 2 minutes, you think. There will be side effect of also because it has penetrated and then went on, crossing the film also. So obviously there will be loss of some information. There will be introduction of noise because of that loss of information also. But ultimately, if you see as compared to the single emulsion, it will be better. That is why we are using the double emulsion here. Got it? So again, there will be some research going on that how exactly we can decrease the degradation of the quality on the film. Degradation it will be there obviously, but yeah, it is what say still on work, you can say. Are you done with understanding? Shall I move? Write down this question actually. You should think about it even after the class. Why should we use double emulsion film with intensifying screen? Why should we use double emulsion film with intensifying screen? Done with writing? Are you done? Done. Next question you write down. How do you construct an intensifying screen? How do you construct an intensifying screen? How do you construct an intensifying screen? So write down the answer in your own language based on these 4 layers. Once you are done with writing, let me know. Can I take the class at 11 p.m. also? Is it okay for you? 11 to 12? Okay. Harsha, for you?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow also there will be 2 class, just to compensate the losses of the class which I did in the last 2-3 days. Along with that, we have question discussion also. We have done 30, I think 30-40 questions were there in each photos. I think how many questions were there, including both the times I sent the photo?
60 something.
60. So 60, if you have done, and if you have done all the options, you have studied honestly, then 60 times 4, 240 questions approx you have done. Write down the answer for that question. And one more homework you write down. You have to tell me the thickness of the base, the reflecting layer, the phosphor layer, and the plastic protective coat also. Find it out. In this theory only you will get it, and you just tell me after the class. So basically construction will be having the base, the support system, on which you will paint the emulsion. So there will be a plastic kind of substance, or maybe cardboard type of substance on which you will paint the emulsion on both the sides. There will be a reflecting layer, a phosphor layer, and plastic protective coat, just to so that emulsion layer didn't get any scratch. So plastic coat should be there. Total thickness they have mentioned, that is around 15 to 60 mils. You are done with writing so that I can move forward. Please write it.
Yes.
Everyone done? Once you're done, let me know. Once you are done with writing, let me know, okay? Shall I move forward now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the base is obviously base on which you will paint the emulsion. So support system you can say, and high grade cardboard why we are using, or maybe high grade polyester plastic why we are using, so that it does not get broken down or some damage happens. It must not be very sensitive. For example, sometimes we go and buy some clothes and it turns out to be very worst quality clothing material, and then they will get very happy because only after one wash it will have some damage on the cloth, only because we have washed it. So it is a very what say painful moment for all of us. So the same way here also, it should not be very low quality plastic, it should not be very low quality cardboard, like that. uh, Thickness they have already mentioned 12 mils thick, not important actually, but you can keep in mind. Next is a reflecting coat. So whatever lights which will be produced because of this X-ray photon interaction and the phosphor crystal, it will obviously be emitted in all directions. Even I can say that the X-ray that is getting produced inside the X-ray tube is also in all the direction. It is not in only single direction, that is the X-ray tube port. It is not like that. It is in all directions. That is why we have tube housing. We have studied that, right? Tube housing. That is why we have. So the same way here also it will be like that. So much of the light is emitted from the screen in the direction of the film, but some of the light is also towards the back of the screen, that is towards the base layer, and obviously it will be lost. So there will be information loss. Because of that information lost, your signal noise ratio will hamper, right? So this reflecting layer will act like to reflect back towards the front of the screen. So obviously this is important. So just write one line: reflecting layer equals to TiO2 equals to white color. That's it. That much only question can be asked from this. Thickness is 1 mil. So you just write it equals to 1 mil. This is not very important, but sometimes some rare situations. Once you're done with writing, let me know. So at around 11 p.m. I'll be finishing grid, and tomorrow I'm planning to start ultrasound. So two classes, one in the tomorrow everyone will be on leave, right? Harsha, Ananja, you are on leave tomorrow.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Duty.
Ananja, at what time you have duty?
Yeah, afternoon, ma'am. 1 o'clock to 6 p.m.
So it is good only, na. So I can take class by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. is fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. For you also, Abhishek, because you are a student, so you'll be on leave only, right?
Ma'am. Mhm.
Come again.
Yes, ma'am. No duty.
Okay. Mm. Next is phosphor layer. So phosphor layer will have phosphor crystals, and tell me, classify in two ways: modern and old. Give me the example, Harsha, the old phosphor layer examples. Do not see the copy where you have written it. Be honest.
Donna. Maybe calcium tungstate.
Now you check the copy. Now you tell me.
Calcium tungstate.
Okay, Ananya, you tell me about the modern ones. Two examples.
Lanthanum and yttrium.
Rest of the example, Abhishek?
Gadolinium,
Full. You have to tell me. Full name.
Gadolinium oxysulfide.
barium, strontium sulfate, iridium, और gadolinium, lanthanum.
Hmm. Okay. So these are the examples that you should memorize today itself. On how you will do it? By pasting it on the wall in front of your table on which you are studying. The place wherever you are pasting it, it should be a common, because everywhere you will spread, you will not be able to concentrate. So basically, what exactly is happening? These crystals will be suspended in plastic polymer. Obviously, there has to be some material which will keep these crystals, because these are in the form of crystals, right? So there has to be some material which will keep it accommodated at a particular place. And the shapes of the crystal matters a lot. That we will come on later on. Shapes can be in the form of cylinder. Different forms are there. So we will study about it later on. So the plastic is flexible, that is why we are using it. Crystals are not flexible, right? The plastic is flexible. So using that flexibility, we are storing that crystals in the plastic, so that ultimately that film, that screen, what we are constructing should be flexible. Thickness again is important for phosphor, especially for phosphor. You have to keep the what's the thickness in mind. That is 4 mils for par speed screens. This whole line you have to write down somewhere. Next is a protective layer. And what is the use of protective layer, Harsha? You tell me.
Protect the phosphor from any
Getting,
damage.
yes, getting any damage. Very good. So it is applied over the phosphor, just a paint. Okay, imagine it painting like that. We are painting on the phosphor. It is again plastic. Why we are using plastic? Because plastic is flexible. Something which is flexible will not be very much fragile, right? And what is it made up of? Cellulose compound mixed with polymers. What is the thickness? 0.7 to 0.8. And this question is already asked previous year MCQ. This is, what is the function of this? Prevent static. What is static electricity? Whenever you comb your hair, there will be static electricity between that comb and your hair. And if you try to attract the piece of papers, it will get attracted, small pieces of papers, because of that static electricity, the charges, negative and positive charges, there will be attraction between them. That is why it is getting attracted. So the same way, protective layer made should be made up of in such a material which is not giving some static electricity. Otherwise, the film, when you are storing it one by one adjacent to that, it will create electricity, right? Static electricity.
Plastic can also form static electricity, right?
Yes. So
If
that is
you're
why we are using such a material in this protective layer, which can prevent static electricity. That is the cellulose. And how can I clean it? They are saying that it can be cleaned without damaging the phosphor. Can I just pour some water on it to clean it? Write down
No,
this question. Come again.
cotton,
Water.
Tinned with anti-static material.
So write down this question. How do I clean intensifying screen? You have to use a lint-free cloth. You just gently wipe the surface with some distilled water, or maybe some manufacturer that Harsha said, no, that kind of some material. You should one never should touch that film with the help of like with any abrasive materials, or maybe with the fingers also. And before using, you have to dry it thoroughly. So whatever I said just now is very important actually. You should keep in mind, because these things are should not be memorized. Na? It's very easy. What is that lint free cloth? Okay, what is the need of memorizing that stuff? See, they are giving you some important information here. Screens are largely product of hand labor. So it is not some machine is not producing it, is basically a hand labor. Humans are making it. Next is a phosphor. So original phosphor, which is being utilized in the X-ray intensifying screen, was crystalline calcium tungsten. So write down one question. What was the original phosphor? And this question also you have to paste it on the wall. Just the answer. Original phosphor equals to crystalline calcium tungstate. But it was very slow and we have to increase the screen speed, right? Then just put an arrow like this, just beneath the crystalline calcium tungstate, and write down natural calcium tungstate, which is scheelite. This also write down natural calcium tungstate equals to scheelite. Then you write down synthetic calcium tungstate. Synthetic calcium tungstate equals to sodium tungstate plus calcium chloride. See, these are this may seem very what say very strange questions which may not come. It feels like that, but these questions are common actually. Synthetic calcium tungstate. So natural we are not using, but rather we are using synthetic calcium tungstate, which is made up of the reaction of sodium tungstate and calcium chloride. So basically, what kind of reaction is it is happening here? Displacement reaction, right? Sodium chloride will separate and this calcium tungstate will form. Diagram you should make this in your notebook. Draw it properly, don't make it roughly. These are important questions actually, very important questions actually. And this diagram is of power speed X-ray intensifying screen.
Ma'am, what is power speed? मतलब?
Write down this question also, it's important actually. Anyone? What is power speed intensifying screen? Once you're done with writing, then you tell me the answer. What is power speed intensifying screen? Basically, it's a standard screen. baseline speed, you can say moderate speed, standard speed of the screen, that is called par speed. You can compare it with high speed, medium speed also, detail screens also. So high speed will always be faster, and faster will have lesser dose. Medium speed will be par speed, that is balance speed. Detail screens will be slower. You can write it actually. You can write it. What are the different types of intensifying screen? One will be high speed, one will be medium speed, another will be detail screens. High speed will always be faster and with less dose. Detail screens will be slower with higher detail, and medium speed will be par speed or balanced. Detailed screen will have a lesser dose or higher dose? Higher dose, na? Higher detail means higher dose. Here. And they'll have the smaller the phosphor crystal, the better the image quality. So higher speed will have larger sized crystals as compared to the detail screen, and medium speed, that is the par speed, will have moderate size of the phosphor crystals. Understood na, Harsha, Ananjay, Abhishek?
Yes.
If the thickness of the phosphor increases, the speed will increase and dose will reduce.
Hmm. So high speed will have thickness high or low?
Higher thickness.
So higher thickness means larger phosphor crystal.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Once you're done with writing this diagram, tell me. This session was very effective because we had so many questions. And out of the all the questions, what will be the most important and most easily forgettable, you can say, that material name, phosphor material name. So I want all of you guys today only, right now only, write it, paste it on the wall. If you don't have Fevicol or something, please paste it with the help of some other material, what's the cellotape or something. But paste it today itself. Done with writing this diagram? Done, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we will meet again at around 11 p.m. To complete the grid. And for this session, it's okay that others have not attended, because today I have the recording, but still ask everyone to attend. Okay, then.